Alright, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word and our true faith and sincerity. Yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, The Serpent's Doctrine. And then, as you can see with this article, pretty much this is the way, you know, the so-called white man is trying to deceive the people into taking this chip, man. You know, present it as a trend, something's cool, something that's gonna be something that's gonna be convenient, that's in style. Ultimately, it's gonna be mandatory at the end of the day, you know. But this is his way of presenting that unto you, man. Cause he's gonna do it by the way of deception, man. That's how this man always come. If he needs you to move in a certain direction, you know, he's gonna do it by the way of deception. Matter of fact, let's start off with this. Bear with me. Let's start off with this. This is the book of Psalms, the 10th chapter, Psalms 10 and verse 7. It said, "His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud." See, that's on every time he opens his mouth. That's what it's all about. Even you ask a nigga a yes or no question, he's gonna turn it around into a question thrown back at you in a roundabout way. He's not gonna never answer. He's not gonna give you nothing straightforward. Pretty much, that's why he's known as the cricket serpent. He always try to go around it, man. But it says his mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and fraud. It says under his tongue is mischief and vanity, because ultimately that's gonna be results. It's mischief, but it's vain. It's gonna make you vain, man. At the end of the day, you believing and buying on what this man telling you. Pretty much, he's selling you empty words, man. It's nothing that he tells you or present unto you is going to benefit you, man. It's ultimately going to leave you vain. That's why I said under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man. So let's go to the article, and this is from ladbible.com, and this came out today, and it reads: Grimes and Lil Uzi Vert plan to get brain chips together. See. So I don't know who Grime is, but we, that little nigga Uzi Vert, pretty much the same guy that got the diamond implanted in his head. He got a diamond implant. So you don't think this nigga ain't no limits with this guy? He ready to get another implant, which is a brain chip, man. And this is the serpent using, people with a status, a voice, a platform to influence other people, man. So now you got Lil Uzi Vert fans, you got Grind fans saying, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that too. And this is how the devil gets down, man. So let's read into it a little bit. It says, you probably heard by now that Elon Musk is developing a brain chip device called the Neuralink, and it looks like his partner Grimes and rapper Lil Uzi Vert are up for testing it out. See? So the scripture say in his hand and in his forehead. So you already have evidence out there where people actually getting chips in their hands. It's actually chipping parties where you actually see video. People actually getting chipped. But also the other aspect of it now is the brain chip, and that's where you see Elon Musk coming in, man. Well, now you gotta entertain that idea that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, man, which it is. That is the mark of the beast, So it says the pair have been working on music together in recent weeks, and now it looks like they're both up for getting the brain chips. Well, I suppose it's a nice to keep up the collaboration. See, so that lets you know it was a build up to this, and that's how this man gets down, man. He's not going to tell you straight up, you better take this or you're going to go in the furnace. Like how Nebuchadnezzar did. It was certain penalties, back then in the ancient world with these different kingdoms. You don't do it, you're going to die. Well, with the so-called white man, he wants you to think that you came up with it, that you wanted to do this. You know, that's why I said with all deceivableness. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get that real quick. Cause this how this man get down. Matter of fact, cause it loads up. Salakia. The book of Psalms 144. Psalm 144 in verse 11. It says, matter of fact, this is matter of fact, this is Psalm 144 and something. It says, send thy hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters. See, from the hand of strange children. And that's the point of time that we about to come into. Well, we're going to need divine intervention for Yahweh Shema Shah to step in for what's about to go down. This man is about to come down with great wrath, you know, because his plans are now being full. All this effort, all this time, money, and resources this man is trying to do to cry his enterprise assist, it's gonna fail because of the prophets. You know, this word has been upon that planet Earth, and a lot of people is rejecting this, man. You know, so yeah, you can get your celebrities and set trends with the chips, you know, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's gonna get to the point where you mad that you can't get it accomplished, man. You know, but it's gonna get a point of time where it's gonna have to take divine intervention for the Lord to step in, man. It says, whose mouth speak of vanity, see, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. See, his mouth speak of vanity, his right hand, which is his strength, you know, and also it represent his righteousness, is falsehood, man. You know, his righteousness is falsehood. So even his truth is a lie, man. You know, because this man is presenting as you know, the chip is going to be a convenience. This is the new thing. You know, you see that everything is being the steam is being going is heading towards everything being digital, man. You know, so that's why it's called that gradualism, man. This what he wants you to form this way, to be shaped and molded this way now. You know? But it said his right hand is a right hand of falsehood, man. Which is lies. Even this nigga truth is a lie. He'll tell you the truth with a lie in it. Matter of fact, because that's part of the serpent's doctrine, man. He's gonna try to present something to you, you know, with a truth and a lie in it, man. You know, so this is matter of fact, this is Genesis 3:1. It said, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. See? So the Lord, it was already set up from the beginning that Esau, even the so-called white man, was going to be cunning, man. It tells you that he was going to be wiser than Daniel. You know, this nigga, you got to look at Esau. He was able to weigh fire by the way of, you know what degrees that fire is. You know, he came up with the Lord, which the Lord Yahweh Shema gave him the strength and the wisdom to do it, you know, by taking flight by the way of these airplanes and shit, you know, and all these different technologies and these lying wonders that this man have, man. The Lord already set this nigga up to be that way for prophecy's sake, man. It said, and he said unto the woman, yeah, how the Most High said, ye should not eat of every tree of the garden. See? So that's how this nigga present. He presents, how he start off is you having self-doubt, man. That it's another way out of this, man. There is it's something better than paradise. That he got something that's better than what you was hanging on to, man. That's what this nigga push, man. You know, it says, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High said, ye shall not eat, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And that's talking about these other philosophies, man. You know, it's boundaries, you know. But this nigga said, ain't no boundaries, you know. He is something better. You can cross that line. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Matter of fact, continue on. It says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, see? And that's what this man say. by the way his rhetoric, his trends, you know, just the mindset of the people. They don't have the mindset that there's no repercussions of their actions. You know, that's part of his doctrine. You can do whatever you want. Oh, that's why Scripture said the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Ain't no limits to what this nigga do, man. He don't consider and say the Lord might get mad at me if I do this, or this might cause a domino effect if I do this. This nigga don't think like that, man. That's why the first thing he said to Eve, you're not gonna die if you dive into this philosophy. It says, for the Most High know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. See? So and guess what? That's so true, because we actually in that process now being molded, which that word God right there is, judges, man. That's how you become a true judge. That's how you judge rightfully, both good and evil, man. So he ain't lying on that part, but the first part he said you not gonna die, that's the lie right there, man. Because the results of going into these different philosophies instead of the way of life, you're gonna die. And that's what he ultimately got for you is death, man. So matter of fact, let's go back to the article. I think it was a little bit, this third paragraph right here. It's like, continue on the third paragraph. It said the Neuralink developed by most science guys is a microchip that can be implanted into a human or animal's brain and will work in tandem with the mind. See? The Tesla and SpaceX founder has previously, and they let you know that's part of it. They want you to be a part of the internet things. Everything else, like I said, that driving force is everything going digital now. Now you finna be digital. You finna be ones and zeros now. You already shop online. You do everything else online, even order box. Now you just gonna be online itself. By the way, your chip. It says the Tesla and SpaceX founder has previously claimed the device is potentially limitless. See, and that's what the Serpent presented. That doctrine that this is limitless. Ain't no limit to this. Ain't no boundaries, no setbacks. You can go off. The sky's the limit, so to speak. It said, and could even allow humans to compete with artificial intelligence. So they want you to be a part of the internet things, which is a sinister plan behind it. He just wants you to be, your social security number is gonna be in you now. You're gonna have a tracking device in you. They gonna know everywhere you go. They gotta once again count their cattle back up. And they ain't gonna do it by the way of a birth certificate or a driver license or, like I said, a social security card. They just gonna chip you. Matter of fact, because you see how this devil sold it like it's limitless. You can do whatever you want with this chip. That's the devil for you, man. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2. And I start at 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. See? Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So who is that wicked? And he said, that wicked. Capital W. That lets you know that's the source of the wickedness, man. Which is the so-called white man. Cain. Esau. The serpent. He was the source of the wickedness. He was the one that kicked everything off. You got to go to him for it, so to speak. He's the source of the wickedness, man. But now he's been revealed. It's now known that it's the so-called white man that is the wicked. It says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. See? So his coming, his driving motivation, is after the working of Satan. Meaning what everything he do is contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It said, with all power and signs and lying wonders. See, that's a lying wonder. This man was able to, can show you, you so-called getting your sight back by having the chip surgery, or, you have these different amputees. They coming up with these, you got an artificial arm, which you gotta have a chip in you for that to work. It ain't like you just got a leg, just a fake leg to stand on, or an arm, a prosthetic arm, and it just there just to be there. Now it actually moves. You can grab things. So that's those signs and lying wonders, man. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. See, is with all deceivableness. It's a sinister plan behind everything this man present unto you. Matter of fact, because he really wants you to fall. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. The book of Salakia, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 24. Nevertheless, matter of fact, 23. Matter of fact, Salakia. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23. It says, for the Most High created man to be immortal. See, and they ain't talking about, oh man, that's talking about the sons of God, the Israelites, man. Because we're set up to be the standard, on how to live. We're going to be the gauge of what to be, how to be. It says, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. See, so we're going to be a representation of the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai. We're going to be that reminder that there's a higher power, man. By the way of us being civilized, by the way of the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. It said, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death in the world. See, through this nigga, he was hating pretty much. And that's pretty much the spirit of Esau, he envy, man. That death came in because why? We the ones that got that birthright. We the ones that they're supposed to be the standard by. You see, he's the so-called is the standard. That's why everybody follow his way. But at the end of the day, it's a dead end to what this man present, man. So it said, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that hold of his side do find it. See, so if you hold fast with what this man present unto you, it's death. Matter of fact, we can end off on this. Matter of fact, this is the book of Proverbs, the 2nd chapter, which when you go into it, this wisdom supposed to preserve you. It's supposed to preserve you. It's set up to preserve you, man, from what? This evil man. And when you jump down 2 in verse 16, it said to deliver thee from the strange woman. See, even the woman which flattereth with her words. See, and that's what the serpent did. He flattered Eve with his words. He presented another doctrine, and it wooed her. That's why I said it was pleasing to the eyes. It caught her, because it pretty much was it was pretty much geared towards the flesh, so to speak. That's why that's those lying wonders, those signs and lying wonders, man. Because it's deceiving you, man. You just think because this nigga able to help a blind man see by the way of a brain chip, that's the path. You gotta go to this nigga. He's the one that you need to look to, man. But that's not the case, because she flattering your words, she getting you, wooed just so she can kill you, rob you, and kill you, man. It says for her house. It's like verse 17. It said, which forsaketh the God of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her power. See, because this devil, he was presented with the scripture. It tells you he hated his instruction and cast the words behind him. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet he will not run righteousness. See, this man know the scriptures are alive and well. He know that the flood happened. He was able to go and gather pieces of gopher wood, from the ark, out of Turkey. He dug up certain artifacts. He actually seen, the signs in the heaven. He's seen the angels and all. This man, hey, he's pretty much he should believe more than us. But guess what he's doing? He's forsaken, the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, for her house incline unto death. When you incline, that means you downgrade, man. So you follow the ways of Esau, you actually downgrade, man. So it said, for her house incline unto death, and her paths unto the dead. See, because why? Everything that this devil present unto you, philosophy, or you ain't got to be go off a book, so to speak, for a standard. You ain't got to read the Quran for Esau to feed you any type of life. Just any mindset that this devil present unto you, guess what? It's gonna lead to your death. It's a dead end. It's gonna stop at one point, you know. And that's why the first thing the serpent presented unto Eve was, "What you ain't gonna die." That was the first thing this nigga said before anything else. He said, "You not gonna die from this." But the scripture said the path's gonna end. It's gonna be unto the dead. Let you know it's gonna lead you to death. It says, "None that go unto her return again. Neither take hold of the paths of life. Neither take they hold of the paths of life." See, there go that path again. So that lets you know this, whatever this man puts forth unto you, whatever this nigga puts, a trend, anything, is going to lead to death. There's going to be an end to it. You know, and that's the doctrine of the devil. The doctrine of the devil is death, man. At the end of the day, you know, all these signs and lying wonders and these whatever to woo you, to get your eyes fixed on. At the end of the day, is going to kill you, man. So yeah, I just hope that we edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word and all truth, faith, and sincerity. DTA, abide by.